Hello everybody, it's Julia here with a reading for you. And this reading today is for Taurus. Nearly forgot for a sec there who it was for. This reading is for Taurus. This is going to be a sort of love and relationship type reading. I realise we're getting close to Valentine's Day, and I thought it would be nice for this sort of batch of readings to be love and relationship orientated. I'm not going to say this reading is for singles or for people in couples or for anyone specifically right now. I'm just going to leave that open for the energies and see where the cards take us. So I'm also not really putting dates particularly on my readings anymore, because I just really do believe that readings find people and they find the right people at the right time. And if you're watching a video that anybody has recorded, then it's likely that there's something there for you. You've been drawn to that video in some way. So I'm not going to put a date on this, but this is loosely based on Valentine's Day anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw one of these Time Island Wellness Oracle cards, and that will kind of set the scene for this reading. I'll then draw one of my mystical cats tarots to just give us another theme for this reading. Then I shall draw some cards with the Light Seers deck, and then I will draw a Soul's Journey Oracle card at the end, just to see if we've got any further messages or further advice for you, just to wrap up the reading. So yeah, this reading is for Taurus. If we could have a theme, what energy is connected to Taurus romantically at the moment? Who needs to hear something regarding somebody special or somebody that they're in a relationship with? If we could have a message, please, Spirit and the universe, thank you. Okay, so for Taurus, please, we have the butterfly. Relationship evolving into the next phase, healing the inner child and growth. Well, that's beautiful, isn't it, actually, Taurus? So this would tell me that this is a committed relationship, or this is becoming a committed relationship. This may have been a new relationship that is evolving and changing and blossoming into something much deeper, something much more meaningful, something with more commitment, more trust, something that's providing healing on quite deep levels there, really, if we're looking at inner child issues. So that's gorgeous, isn't it? The butterfly. So we shall bear that energy in mind as we start to draw some tarot cards. As I said, I'm just going to draw one of these mystical cats tarots just to give us some bigger picture energy, a theme, the overriding, well, I'm going to take that one, the overriding energy for your reading, Taurus. We've got the Six of Pentacles. That's lovely as well, isn't it? That really goes with butterfly. I can feel that already, actually. This is sort of mutual, isn't it? Mutual looking after each other, the giving and receiving of love and affection. And this is like the 5 love languages, isn't it? This is really having got to know each other and doing all those things for each other to keep your love tank topped up. This is Taurus actually as well. I was just thinking, who is the Six of Pentacles? This is you. So you've shown up in your reading, Taurus. That's lovely. Yeah, this is the Six of Pentacles. I like to think of as like love languages, and we all have a love language, don't we? Something that is how we like to give or receive love and affection and care within a relationship with anybody, really. And that's things like physical touch, the spoken word, meaningful time, the doing of things for each other, the giving and receiving of gifts. I think that's all 5, isn't it? And they could all be going on here. So, Taurus, I'm so pleased actually. That's lovely. So we've got the butterfly, a relationship evolving into the next phase, healing the inner child and growth. I can really feel that going on here. That's lovely. How gorgeous. Wow. So for Taurus, if we could have some further messages, please, about this relationship for Taurus that is evolving and growing and blossoming, that's mutually nurturing, that has an energy of giving and receiving, of generosity of spirit. Thank you. Oh, sorry. I put a new tablecloth on my table to have a sort of romance themed one, and the cards are sticking to it. So it's annoying. So we've got the Six of Cups. How lovely. The Emperor. Wow. The Lovers. The Ace of Swords, the Four of Swords, and the Eight of Swords. Wow. So this relationship that you're in, Taurus, this is something that could be, I think the way that it's growing and it's evolving is it's kind of familiar. It's a familiar energy to you. It's something that makes you feel comfortable, like home, like something that you know, something that feels good and secure, and is like a happy place, a go-to place. It's a place that reminds you of things that are good memories. I think there's a very a stable element to this relationship. I think here with the Emperor, I think that in the Emperor, this is Aries, isn't it? I think that within this relationship there's a great deal of respect for each other. I think that there's been some hard work put in by both of you to bring this relationship to the place that it is now. But I think more than anything, it's like a gaining of strength from each other, of security from each other and strength from each other. I think that's what I'm feeling here with the Emperor. I was stuck there for words just for a moment, but yeah, I think that's what I'm feeling here with the Emperor, is that energy is reflective of the strength within your relationship, and it's like you feel that you can rely on each other, that you've got each other's backs, that if you were to need each other, you'd be there. There's a strength and a purpose about this relationship. We then have the Lovers, which is another card of 6, isn't it? So we've now got 3 sixes in your reading. Yeah, we've got 3. We've got the 6 of Pentacles, the 6 of Cups, and we've got the Lovers, which is number 6, isn't it, in the deck? This is Gemini. The 6 of Cups, I was trying to remember who that was. That's Scorpio energy, so I don't know whether you're dealing with a Scorpio, an Aries, a Gemini. So yeah, we've got an awful lot of this kind of energy of harmony, peace, cooperation, beauty, just like wow, really, wow. It's like this relationship was written in the stars, really. I have quite a strong feeling about these cards. I can really, I can feel like this mutual sort of admiration for each other that is within these cards. It's like, yeah. Anyway, the Ace of Swords. This is air energy. This is Gemini, Libra or Aquarius. This is clarity of thinking. This is an enjoyment of intellect, of puzzles, of challenges, mental challenges. This is like the spark of an intellect or two intellects bouncing off each other. I think that's what I'm feeling here, really, is it's just like on every level there is this connection. On every level it's like you get each other. With the Four of Swords, which is Libra energy again, we see there's some energy here of needing some time out, of needing to kind of rest and recuperate a little bit. I don't know what that's about. You can obviously take that as it resonates for you. And we've also got a similar sort of energy with the Eight of Swords. This sort of, this need to master your own thought processes and not let them get the better of you. Perhaps this relationship has burnt so brightly for you, Taurus, that you've needed to rest, or just the general pace of life has just been so much for you that you've needed to take a little bit of time out. Or it could indeed be that just that this here, because this girl here is laid here with a heart, isn't she? And maybe this is your person. Maybe just this is you and your person. I do see such a strong connection here. But I'm wondering about what the Eight of Swords energy is really, because this is often about not perceiving things correctly, things feeling distorted, being confused, being preoccupied, not really seeing the reality of a situation. So again, I'm not really sure what that's about, to be honest. I think I will, where's the cards? I will clarify that last card there because I'm not really sure what that one is about. Perhaps something recently has happened that has confused you or scared you or made you feel insecure about this connection in some way. Perhaps there's been a little bit of self-sabotage about this connection. Perhaps your own thought processes have been getting in the way of this connection progressing. Why is the Eight of Swords here, please? We've got the King of Pentacles. Let's have another one. And the Seven of Fire. The Seven of Wands, so feeling defensive. Has something been sort of getting in the way to kind of undermine your position within this relationship? Has there, I mean, this is another person, isn't it? The King of Pentacles here. I'm not sure who this is. It's like you're feeling defensive internally and externally. That's kind of spilling out. Your negative thought processes, if you like, if the rabbit hole that you might have found yourself falling down has started to kind of come out into your external world and has made you feel quite defensive, has perhaps caused some arguments, some squabbles, some difficulties. That may be what's caused some of this retreat here with the Four of Swords. Perhaps you've just been in your head a little bit much, Taurus. I think the feel of this connection here is so strong, actually, because until we got to sort of some of these later cards here, the energy was just beautiful. Such a strong connection I can feel that you have with this person. This kind of mutual admiration, this mutual strength, this mutual respect that you have for each other, the ability to meet each other's needs. And I think that this relationship really brings you a lot of peace of mind, a lot of comfort. I think it really makes you feel good, but for some reason you've perhaps been up in your head a little bit too much, and it's like you've disappeared down a rabbit hole where you're not quite seeing things properly, and you may have been lashing out a little bit at those around you. I think you're feeling defensive of your position in some way. At the bottom of the deck of these cards, we had the Wheel of Fortune, which is this is often what's hidden or what you might not see about a situation. And with the Wheel of Fortune, this is very much that the wheel's turning. Generally, when this card comes up in a reading, it's a positive change, but it can often be scary. I remember reading in the Osho Zen tarot deck handbook about the Wheel of Fortune, and he said this is a kind of Buddhist type tarot deck, and he said in that deck to stay close to the centre of the wheel because the ride is much more comfortable in the centre. Maybe you've been hanging on to the outside of this wheel, which, while exhilarating, I can see would also be exhausting and could easily lead to this kind of place of of burnout, really, I think is what I'm seeing here. I think you're feeling very defensive of your position for some reason. Whether you're correct to be, whether that's right to be or not, I don't know. The Eight of Swords would suggest that perhaps some of this, Taurus, is of your own making. You know, it's your own thought processes. We're all quite capable of getting the wrong end of the stick, of misunderstanding things, of brewing on things, of not communicating, of feeling burdened, confused. Just like this woman here, just completely tied up, completely trapped by our own thought processes. And our thoughts can feel like these crows here, just like pecking away, just this insistent ruminating, this persistent kind of chatter that's very limiting and very binding, and would definitely make you feel defensive and a little bit on the attack. But also with sevens in numerology, we think about words like reflection and assessment. So I think whatever's going on, I think it's important that you do take time to reflect upon your behaviour, to reflect upon the situation, and to try and really see the truth of things. And the truth of things is that there's a beautiful relationship growing here. And I think what it's doing, actually, I think what the Eight of Swords here is, and I think what the Seven of Wands here is this is your inner child, isn't it? This is your inner child feeling insecure about its position. Perhaps your inner child feeling you grow up, feeling more independent, feeling less vulnerable. This is a gorgeous reading, Taurus. All of the indications here are that you have a wonderful relationship here with your person, whether you're male or female, or they're male or female, whoever you are. This is a relationship I think that is meant to be. This is strong and stable and full of really nurturing energies that I think is transporting you into much better times. This is a period of growth, and perhaps quite rapid growth. Perhaps that's what's scary. Underneath the Wheel of Fortune, we've got the Six of Swords. This is moving away from troubled times, isn't it? To a place of safety, to something that feels secure. To a calmer time in your mind and your thoughts. Yeah. I think that's about all I've got for you there, Taurus. Like I said, I think whatever this is down here, this Four of Swords actually, excuse me, this is very much an inner child. Excuse me. This is very much an inner child kind of energy here as well, isn't it? It's like a little girl sort of curled up here in a nest. This is, yeah. I think the strength of feeling in this relationship has scared you. I think it's threatened you. And I think it's made you feel a little bit insecure. But go with it, Taurus, because I can see beautiful things here. I think this is a relationship definitely worth investing in. Try to communicate maybe some of these fears and some of these worries. You might be surprised. Yeah. So there we go. That's all I have for you. If you enjoyed my reading, please do give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe. It really helps my channel. Oh, do you know, I've just thought I was going to go, wasn't I? And I haven't drawn your soul's journey card. Sorry. I don't know where my brain is today. So, for Taurus, some general advice, please, for how to proceed based upon this tarot reading here. Some general advice, please. Okay. We have worry. Oh, what did I just say? Bless. Worry. I am learning that worry doesn't change the outcome. So there you go. I think that's very true, isn't it? And I think very pertinent to what's going on here. Just go with it. Go with the energy of this connection. Go with the energy of this relationship. I think it's all good. It's all positive. There we go. Thank you. I'll see you next time.